Hey, it's Frankenmint, and I am a 3D print farmer. I have 5 printers up and running at this time. Or sorry, 4 printers up and running at this time, and this is going to be the 5th one, hopefully, today. This is a Sovol SV06 Plus. Now, I am going to be reviewing this as an initial unboxing and an initial, what would you call it, impressions video, if you will. Lucky for you, I've already got the experience of reviewing another one of these, the SV06 base model, and from that I'm able to judge and make some determinations about how I feel about this model. They are upgrades. Now, I received a recent model for the SV06 baseline, not the Plus. Well, this is obviously the latest and greatest, but with that model I noticed that some of the complaints that the model got, if you look at Amazon and other places, showed that things like the linear bearings gave problems, and things like the firmware gave problems, and things like the alignment of the axis gave problems to where it was slumped a little bit and there was nothing you can do without actually manually adjusting it to fit that the Auto Z align wasn't working well. And I didn't face those problems for the most part. I did have issues with the firmware. I did update the firmware. I noticed other issues in the build quality, but they weren't major deal breakers or anything like that. It was just small things that, it was the heat bed cable connection point on the heat bed. It's soldered there, kind of, which is solder, and the wires, and it's heavy gauge wires, and over time, with wear and tear, they can kind of break down. They can break, and they're just sort of loosely hanging there with the zip tie in the top point. And I suppose they're probably fine. After a while, that could be an issue, especially if it breaks, like it's live wire. It's potentially a fire hazard. And so I have gone ahead and 3D printed a part to put under there and fix that right away, and that was good. Also, the cable itself is just connected to the control unit body without actually having any sort of support. So there's a 3D printed part for that, and I've also printed that and assembled that onto the Sovol SV06 base. So that has made it, I would think, pretty decent, along with the updated firmware. It's dialed in. I have it running parts right now, along with everything else in the farm. I didn't do what they suggest, where you keep with one brand and type of printer the whole time. The reason for that is that the very first printer I had in this era of printers is an Ender 5 Pro. And I'm not going to keep buying Ender 5s. They are very nice. I love Core XY. It's awesome. I will say that this printer, the Ender 5 Plus, has been a champ. I've had to do the least amount of maintenance to it by far over all the printers. Now, with that said, I have applied upgrades to the Creality 3 Pro, one of them. Actually, both of them, but the other one is minor. The minor one just had a Bowden tube upgraded to Capricorn tubing, and the extruder, all I've done to this one. The other one, I put a second Z-axis lead screw on it, as well as set it up to be Creality Sprite direct drive printer. Oh, I did update the beds. This one on the left here, which is kind of like has the light updates, has the Compro PEI sheet with a nice kind of surface on it, and the one with the bulk of the upgrades has a glass bed on it with some bed clips, and everything's just kind of been adjusted and dialed in. And for the most part, I think the only difference between the profiles is that the retraction on the glass bed direct drive is minimal. It's set similar to the Sovol. I think it might be set to 2 millimeters, and the Sovol SV06 is set to 0.5 millimeter for their recommendations. This is probably going to be the same. I'm expecting this is just larger build volume, build area, along with, like they say, the little filament runout sensor and the touch screen. Now, I did consider running Clipper on this and the base, the Plus and the base. However, I don't have a recent Raspberry Pi that I would want to run with it, and I haven't found a substitute. I haven't really been researching or looking for that. But it would also have to be both that and a touch screen, my understanding. It has a touch screen, but I believe it's kind of the same situation, that this is like the Creality V2s, which I've got but not assembled, is that they're they're unusable. So I don't really care to have it set to Clipper without like a screen to view it, and having to like use a computer to host in and jump in. That's okay. I suppose in the long term that's a goal I have in mind. I do have a host computer here, however I don't think it's capable of being able to run 5 instances of Clipper. I'm considering doing it for those. So when I say those over here, there's a row of vendors, and if you look at my YouTube shorts, you'll see often that I do bring them up and I talk about my 3D printing status updates, and the stars of those. Hopefully these and that over here, the other Sovol SV06 will be stars as well. Eventually I will get the Creality V2s up and running. But enough of that, let's talk about this. I'm going to be using this for big boy prints, cosplay items, and large stuff that is to be commissioned, you know? That's what I'm all about. I'm also going to be running some cost analysis optimization software, and I'm going to be deploying that. We'll hand roll that a la GPT, right? The chat GPT experts. Okay, I had issues with the x-axis, and I think maybe I still do, but they're my own fault. I went ahead and tuned this up a bit to have like a higher sensorless motion TPU driver threshold. So it's at 75, but I believe it was set to 64 and 69. So I'm gonna figure out what this was on this, and I think it might be similar, but it could be different though. If it doesn't look like it was what I saw before, I will go ahead and look up what it was on the stock Sovol and change that back. The reason why is because I have them tensioned right to where they didn't like make noise anymore, and X and Y axis when hitting the perimeter, because they're sensorless, so they're basically, hit, fill it, stop is the intent. And when I had it on the stock settings, it was actually really good to go. So mine, I think, are set too high. That was my own fault. So I will turn those back down. With that said, these will probably be dialed in and good to go, I hope. And I'll talk about the skin like last time, right? Why would you want to get an SV06? Well, I hope. And why not? I should be able to unplug this. This has been charging. Yeah, see, 100%. We're good. Okay. See what I'm looking at? Alright, so like as you can see here, this is looking really kind of nasty. Like this is looking good, but let me move this out of the way. There we go. This is washing it out actually, so let's try it there. White balance, does that help? Hope that helps. Okay, right, so as you can see, I mean, this up here is looking pretty awful. This back here is looking much better. I'm not really worried too much about the stringing. That could possibly be because I ended up enabling just a bit of Z-hop, just so I don't have to worry about this bumping into the model. And I have a heat gun, so that is the secret weapon though, any stringing everywhere. So I'll show you. This thing right here, it's a blow dryer. It's really a blow dryer kind of with like a little bit of metal tip on the end. I have it turned all the way up, and so it just runs quickly. And this is what I'd use to, get rid of anything. So any of that little stringing. So, and I'm not even really worried about that anyway, because this is honestly the organic support's on the bottom. This isn't even like really the model. Even like, so even kind of on this point, as you can see up to here, this is still just sort of the support. It's not even really any of the Well, maybe that part right down there, the little squarish portion, yeah, that's definitely going to be the actual part of the print. So, and this one is actually going to be further along than that. So, can you really see? There you go. Kind of works. Here, let's see if we can zoom you in. Yeah, there we go. And I actually was able to dial this in a bit better. See, you look at the. Well, can I back it up a bit? Yeah, there we go. Do you see the perimeter line, and even kind of the I usually call that the purge wipe line that happens at the very beginning of the print. The purge wipe line. See, these look fantastic. I mean, to me, it looks like nice and flat. I was saying this is butter. I was telling myself this is looking like butter. The very first layer looked a little smushed still, so maybe. But see, my problem is, like, trying to chase perfect is always the enemy of good. And this right here, like this is good. This overall, like, this is good. Like this is good. And here, put this down. I love the lighting, you know. Oh, hey, it's done. Cool, awesome. See, this is the latest print. I almost did a recording a short earlier of just showing the printer in action, and that it actually isn't very loud at all. It's actually been quite good. This one was dialed in, and just to be clear, Sovol had no idea that I was actually purchasing this prior. Like, this was purchased with my own money and already, like, in hand, and I was just an anonymous person that already received it before they even knew that I was doing these. So this is realistic, real world, like, we're getting a real taste of what their QA was like to actually have received this unit. And I mean, for the most part, like, it's silent, it works well. Let's see if the Plus is going to match up to that. Yeah, like, I'm sorry, I'm stuck. I love this print. Look at these little airsofts. Aren't they neat? They look so cool. Okay. All right. Okay. See if I can rotate you, huh? All right. So this is going to have a bigger build volume. It is supposed to be basically bigger all around. It is Marlin. It's Marlin built in. It has a touchscreen. I looked at it and I like to think of, okay, this is basically the Ender V2 version of the Sovol SV06. It's like the upgraded, newer to match that kind of look, the current iteration. And I think the way these sort of things work is the reason why they come around this way is because the first company, right, Ender, like, is like, okay, I'm gonna build these printers. Oh, they're catching on. Oh, let's sell them like hotcakes. And everybody, and then so like they then build out a whole bunch of units and have like wazoo amounts of parts like available, right, to use, and it's like a glut, or the manufacturer that makes them has a glut of parts, and so then from there, the next competition like Elegoo or whom else, I have no idea, like Sovol or whom else, all come in and they buy similar parts and do the same thing over and just kind of come in and introduce a printer. So here we go. This is what we've got in store. It feels a little thicker, but it feels kind of like quite the same. Here we go, the Plus, right? And let's go ahead and compare this to just the 6. Similar thickness. All right. Nice. Nice. Slightly nicer picture. That's fun. Here we gotta get. Ooh, look at them. They gave me a little sampler spool. Thank you. I appreciate these. I love these little 200 gram fillers. They actually, I really do. I'm not kidding. I love them. They're better than whatever the are. The 50 grams. It's like a little drug, right? You get me hooked on, I gotta buy a bunch of them. What do you have to say here? What say ye? Oh, cool, this is a different leveling guide. This is, what does theirs have on here? Click leveling on the main interface, and then the machine will auto home first. After the machine stops, click auto Z alignment. The whole axis on top will ascend, and then descend to 0 again. Nice, yeah, okay. Step value, okay. After the machine stops, adjust the Z-axis in order to adjust the distance between the nozzle and the bed. Yeah, okay. Like the thickness of a piece of... So when I think of that, I like think of, okay, like the thickness of one layer line. Right, and that's what we're looking for. But the thing though too is I'm gonna try this out potentially, but bear in mind, I am very, very likely to also throw in some more up-to-date Marlin firmware, like some post-Marlin, like Marlin 2.1 plus kind of firmware. And the same deal as before. What does this say? Oh, okay, nice. They're giving you the keys to the kingdom. Yeah, see, this is what oh. I never set those retraction speeds on mine. I'm gonna try that out. I should go ahead and try that out. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try that out. And then it'll be even more dialed in. This is sweet. Although to be fair, I pretty much downloaded and ran the guy, like a person on the internet, kind person suggested, you know, running, so it was good to go for me. Oh, hey, look at that, the fancy filament runout sensor. So the thing I've heard about runout sensors that you gotta be aware of and careful about is sometimes like it doesn't really work too well on certain things. And it just causes tension, so that's something to consider. We'll see though. So let's move this stuff out of the way. And what would we want to do? Do I want to... Dare I put this down? Yeah, I'll put this down. Like, yeah, you just saw what was in the innards of the box, so... going. I know this will come in handy, so I'll throw it away when the time is right. Okay. Alright, so here we go. This is the... Does it say bimetal heat break? I don't know if it said that, but I think it said that. Yeah, this is direct drive, just kind of like the other. It's looking solid. It feels like it's kind of the same thing, with the only exception that we have this now, sorry. The volcano nozzle hot end here. So let's take this off. Alright, so see, this is what I've got here. Why am I looking for nozzles, you say? Well, I wanted to see if these are compatible in any way. Now, I also think there's a good chance that the nozzles are maybe over here somewhere. And my style is I like to edit stuff out rather than stopping and starting takes, because having to manage, maintain, and deal with multiple... It's too close, mate. There we go. So, you can't see, but this seems like it will fit. This is a hardened steel hot end nozzle, and it's a volcano nozzle, if I recall that correctly. And it's 0.6. But this one's brass. So yes. Yes, my friends. This does appear to be able to fit. I am stoked. I am very stoked. Oh, I am very stoked. Yes. So at some point I am likely going to dial that in and make that bigger. I decided against upgrading the nozzle on the Sovol to a 0.6 because I don't know where they are. Go figure. I'm gonna keep it zoomed in. Let's see if it's worthwhile for everyone. Does it work? Might, maybe. Oh, okay, yeah, so I see that. Okay, so right here. Right, there we go. That's it. This is the touch screen. The other quality of life update that they provide. And supposedly this doesn't really get a lot of support, so I saw a STL 3D print for this to make this kind of freestanding. So I may check that out. Oh, it's partially pulled for me for convenience. I don't know what to say. Appreciate it, don't appreciate it. Don't care. Yeah, I don't care. Let's see. All the goods. Oh wow, look. Whoa! Did they really do that this time? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. They gave me grease in this one. Thank you. Seriously. Alright. Same as before, got this cool little spackle spatula. Got the SD card, normal fare. It's probably all the same, only just a hair bigger, so I may not even look at the directions this time. And yep, the volcano nozzle, and it has the same profile as the hardened one, so weird golden, like a retriever, right? Okay, so this probably goes to step 2. This is the, ooh, check this out, check this out. It is a filament, like it's got like a little, that's nice. Nice. Alright. I want to check that on the existing one. I don't think it was there like that. It was just a basic thing. Yeah, see, this is just a basic little thing. That's cool. It's got the little bearings built in. Thank you. Alright, let's go ahead and move all this out of here. Whoa, this thing is looking pretty big. I don't know if I'll get it to fit there. I'll try my best. Oh, I didn't clear the action figure, so that probably would have been a good idea. Okay. Not just taller, it's also a bit wider. Oh, this little bit of tape. Oh, I wonder what this is for. I presume this has got to be for the filament runout sensor. So, yeah, that's what that's for. Here, it's backwards. Right. Yeah, and it's not ABS. It was it's called. I think it's called injection molded. There you go. That's what these are. These are injection molded parts. Yeah, that's a little dot. I get it. That's a little point. Probably shouldn't be messing with that. I'll do that little AutoZ thing. That's probably the first order of business. Where are they like this though? I don't know. Like that's kind of weird. There's like little taps here, but maybe they were on there too, and I just didn't notice it. But yeah, I'm satisfied. Yeah, it's oiled. So like the linear rods are oiled, they're good to go. So let's just get her figured out. So we got this power supply. Oh, right. So also on the SV06 base, there are concerns about, well, what kind of power supply is it, right? Like, it seems like it might be a knockoff. Like, it's not like a Meanwell, you know, LS350. I think it's called an LRS maybe, LSR 350. Like, that is what everyone's recommending to kind of run as the upgrade. That's what you'll find on the upgraded Ender 5 and Ender 3 Pros. So, I mean, for what this is, I mean, the fact that this is going to be the gateway to possibly an issue or possibly a fire or short or whatever, I mean, if this is just sort of like inferior componentry, sorry, if this is inferior componentry, I don't want this to be the reason why my house catches fire. So, Ching Lang power supply, P524, so it can put out potentially 500 watts. Yeah, 450, I would imagine. What's 21 times 24? 84 plus 400 and 420? Yeah. So 420 plus 80, yeah, 504. Okay, yeah, so that's it. Like, that's literally max. So yeah, no, that, yeah, you're gonna need at least like a 500 like watt power supply to be able to match that. Okay. Yeah, I set that to 115, right? And so what happened was, it's not that, for me, I didn't get damage. It was that it powered on for a bit, and then when I kept trying to power it on and off, I had like intermittent weird issues. So I went ahead and yeah, like that one, it now works completely fine. So that's the point that they're trying to make with that. Whoa! Look at this thing. Look at this thing. This thing is just, yo, I don't even know. I really don't even know. Okay. I'm going to get testing. So let's get to testing. Step 1, change your lighting. Step 2. But he doesn't know that yet. I told him, you know, it'd be $40. Nah, not 40. I think it's only gonna be $7. But the actual retail price of this is about $21. So I figured, like, the cost of all that and everything, my time and all that's 21 bucks. If you wanted a symbol, it's gonna be $27. I will charge you $6 just to spend my time to put it together. Should probably charge you another 10 bucks. 6 seems fair. Alright, let me get this picture, and then we're gonna put this stuff away. Oh, I could put, yeah, that's what I'll do, because I'm not using this right now, like it's already done. So yeah, that's what we will do. And plus, this is kind of like pushed out a bit. I wouldn't necessarily want this, but I kind of wanted it more towards, wait, I don't like that. I don't like it. Whoever set up the firmware, like, addition on here, there's some G-code on here. I gotta put in like a G-code modifier on the end of the print so that it shuts off the heating bed and keeps it on. I don't like that. Why would you? I think that was error. That was like an error on your part, or maybe you have a setting and the setting did that for your specific purpose or reason. But for me, I absolutely hate that. Maybe it works possibly for something, but yeah, this is so bueno. So what? Turn off the printer, or yeah, let's just turn off the printer. Yeah, it's hot, so I'm not gonna do that. Oh, something I wanted to share is when you are printing PETG on a glass bed and you are concerned about how to get it off because you use the glue stick, but it's hours later and now it's cold and there's small parts and they are just stuck on there, and you're just like, well, fuck, what do I do? I'm sorry. You're gonna turn the printer right back on, and you're just gonna turn the bed back up to like 60 or 70. I'd say 60 as well. And at that point, that will soften and loosen the surface of the glue so that it works again. And you can just kind of slowly and carefully pull it off of the build plate. I say slowly and carefully because you can chip the glass. You can chip glass and totally destroy it with PETG. And that's why you have to be really careful with it. Heck, I don't even know why I'm doing this now, to be fairly honest. To be fairly straightforward about it. Well, now I know, it's for a build contest. Which is crazy, because why am I doing a build contest when the prize is like a printer, and I've got printers? Unless it's like something amazing, like a bamboo lab printer, like an X1C, or even a P1P, dude. Oh, I would take a P1P. Not sure what I would do with it. I don't know where I'd put it. Probably be loud, but I would use it. Yeah. Somebody ought to make their own little DIY AMS that works with all the other stuff. I know that like there's a company that makes them, but I'm talking about like, you know, a DIY solution, like this belt 3mm printer that I'm planning to put together, something like that, you know. The 3mm part isn't, you know, planned, but the rest of it is. Like, there's plans up the wazoo for dot fed printers and stuff. Okay, so look at this, because I don't want the power cable to be all in the way. And thinking about what somebody said, you know, dang it, fine, you win. I will 3D print the undercarriage protection thing underneath the circuit board on all the printers, so that it'll keep us safe, right? I didn't care, but it'll be fine. Just 1 second. I would love to. You're gonna come with me, actually. Come on, and take a print break. Look at how things are going. I can't see, now I can see. Okay. All right. So you see that? Even though I was like concerned, I was like, it was looking like poop. It's really not looking so bad. Like, it's still kind of coming together. And this is all, you know, like build-up material. This isn't even, it's just support and build-up. This isn't even is a test. I'm trying Hoffman Tactical's 10 degree angle gang hack to see if it works. And this is for the May the 4th Be With You build. I decided I'm gonna try this instead of the lower that I printed with this, because this one's in blue, and so I'm thinking, ooh, this will make a better like R2D2 looking space cat. Space soft. There we go. All right, yeah, so this thing, I mean, wow, this build plate. Oh man, I'm sorry, I'm just like this fucks. I can't say anything else. Like, good lord, this fucks. Okay, well, I don't know what this is for, but I shall figure it out. Oh man. Oh man. Okay. All right. I know, I wish I had like a wedge or something. Let's see. I don't really want to break the camera. That is basically where I'm at. Okay, yeah, see, like even that. It's decent enough for me. Alright. Gosh, I can't believe I'm really freeballing this. No look at the directions, not an am. But I'm hearing something and I'm just like, yo, I don't like it. Like there's nothing worse than hearing like small indiscreet noises, like rattling noises or clicking noises or anything like that, because I'm just like, it's a sparks or fires or something to worry about. And like this isn't even on, like I shut it off just so. Oh, I got it. That's it. No need to panic. Yes, I turned it off, so the bed plate is becoming cold. When the bed plate becomes cold with these textured sheets, right? Everything's right. It's so beautiful to see everything. Yeah, it's called a PEI plate. There we go. I also want to apply some stuff onto this one too. So when these PEI plates get cold and the print is ready to come off, right, it will make kind of like a crunching, crinkling noise, and it slowly does that as the air gets cool. And so that's what I just heard right now. So good to go there. Oh, cool! It even gives you little guides on this one. Okay. All right. Okay. I swear, I'm not trying to show for these guys, dude. I'm really not. But this is honestly like the dopest. I feel like the dopest purchase yet that I've made. Like in terms of printers, these were by far the most affordable printers. These ones down here, these Enders, but I haven't bothered setting them up yet because I haven't drawn up capacity yet, like, to meet them. The whole point was to build out a business and marketing, and as they were needed, I can go ahead and draw on those. Like, I'm not gonna invest in a bunch. So here's a weird reality kicker for you, right? So if I could have bought the Bamboo X1C and the AMS, right? But doing that would have cost this print farm. Like, the same money that it costs to do the Bamboo is the same like cost as this. Now, this is the moment of truth. I don't necessarily know if this is going to fit for me or not. And if it doesn't, then that means I'm going to have to... So I'm going to try to fit this in the same dimension as the other SV06 base. But it may not fit that way, and if it doesn't, I'm going to have to rotate it. And then it looks like I'll just kind of use it that way. I may not even be able to because it even sticks out from there, so we'll see. Oh, interesting. So with the Plus, I can see that they did address the issue that was going on with my... Yeah, so the range of motion on here is a lot. It's really a lot. Like, it goes from here all the way to like Plus and beyond and way up over here. I mean, that's like 6 inches that way, probably like 5 inches that way. Like, there's no way. Like, this alone is gonna probably take up that entire table. I can't see. And the only way I can have it going is the one orientation, I would imagine. Let's find out. Does it fit Frankenmint? Does it fit Frankenmint? Let's find out. Yeah, that's how we're gonna find out. We're gonna just keep it already like extended. I think it might work. Oh, I could get some risers and then it barely fits. Holy shit. Holy shit. I'm loving this. Although it could be an issue of shaky maneuver. Yes! 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 Let's fucking go! Yes! Okay. So this... Alright. Cool. Cool. Yeah, let's go ahead and get going to this thing, right? So, can you see me? Yeah, you can see me. Spatula. Pliers. Tools. Oh wow. Something else that's not an acupuncture needle. What's this? Oh yeah, see this like came. What is this? It's like a hat. It looks like a hat. I wonder if it's a hat. See, so this is the acupuncture needle you're gonna pretty much get with almost any 3D printer. It's meant to clear the nozzle clog. Do not run these up the nozzle. That's not the way to run it. You're actually supposed to remove the Bowden tube itself and run it down through top of the nozzle carefully. And the reason for this is because this is hardened steel, this is steel typically, and brass nozzles are brass, and so the brass will just, you run the issue of damaging or poking a hole or messing up that nozzle, and so don't do that. Oh, interesting. See, this one's even bigger. Okay, so it's the same idea, right? It's all the same idea. You're supposed to run this through the top of the nozzle while it's hot. So here's one right here. So look. Oh wow, and this is direct. See, yeah, it's exactly that. You're just supposed to, just like that. Boom. Good to go. Right, so 1, and then if you still have problems, 2, and that's the point. Here, while I'm here, let me oh wow, that's interesting. Look at this cool little fan, this little custom little fan thing. It's interesting. Oh wow, it's like already beveled. Oh, cool. Alright, so let's put the silicone socket back on here. Silicone. Oh, this little bump, so it goes this way, I believe. Yep. Okay, awesome. I like it. I'm gonna just leave that there. And I'm going to put this back. Oh, oops. Okay. Build that printer, Frank. Build that printer. Okay. You can't see me, I'm smiling. Yeah. Alright, do I dare do any of this stuff? I know, every single time we just keep going out and reusing the tools. I'm not sure what to say. Oh, we'll say less, just get it done. Yeah. Yeah. Seems reasonable. A little voice in my head talking out loud during the YouTube or Amazon, whatever we're doing. Oh, you gotta be careful. It's messed up and finished already. That's a good thing. You want to scratch the girl, scratch her in, get her. Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I can't imagine trying to run clipper on this thing. Like this table, no way, dude. I can get something to brace it in to the wall. And then I won't feel so bad about it. I can also run some zip ties like this, and I've done that before. This little connection point, and then at least it's heavier. So I'll perhaps do that. And my personal style is I like to go a little bit, get everything kind of going, all 4 of the screws in, or whatever number of screws and bolts and whatever is in. And then from there, I'll tighten them all at once. Because like I've had some really cheap, lousy stuff before that somewhere that the tolerances were sloppy, and so as a result you screw one thing in and it messes the rest of them up, and it's easy to just pain in the ass, And in case you're wondering why the end of these have a ball, right? So the reason why there's a little ball in there is because it's actually so you have more play, so you can kind of be able to turn the torque in like this direction or that direction, not just that way. The trade-off for this little cutoff is that you can have a greater angle of turn, but it's easier to slip out. It's easier to not get as good of traction as you would. So if you're using this on a softer material, it's possible that this could mess it up. That's just something to keep in mind. Now this end will also mess it up too, but this end will be, because it's flat, will be able to have good engagement and twist, and it will really work very well. This works very well too, but you gotta imagine this is like 85 to 90%, whereas this is 98 to 99%. I don't think you can get 100% unless you have something like this glued in with some epoxy, you know, and then the epoxy is making the contact point. Sure, why not? It'll work. That'll work for you, but you won't be able to get it out. Yeah, this is literally like a Big Brother version of this. So it's all like, I just assembled like, you know, the other one a couple weeks ago, and it's honestly just sort of like a variant of an Ender almost, but it's not, it's different, but it, you know, I think you say it's a variant of a Prusa, and so I'm guessing an Ender's got to be a variant of a Prusa. Prusa. Sorry, pal. Prusa, variant of flycatcher ribbons. I wonder, I bet you the okay, and see now I'm tightening them because step 1 is complete. Step 2 is telling me what, the spool holder? Yeah, this looks like the spool holder screws. I don't know. These are the spool holder screws. Yeah. So the power supply maybe? Yeah, this looks, no, this looks like the power supply. I'm not gonna waste your time. Let's figure this out together. Alright. Extruder kits. Gantry. Okay, so power supply is step 2. So I should have just had it ready, huh? Yes, you should have had it ready. Okay. There we go. So the trick is to just have it already, the screw, the nut, the bolt, whatever this is, the hex screw, there we go. Seat it all the way through so that it kind of makes contact on the brick. It gave me trouble last time. Will it give me trouble again this time? Oh, there we go. Okay. Am I doing anything or not? Okay, so you saw that, folks. What you do is, because the second hole is blind, so what you want to do is you want to start to just torque it a little bit and then pull in as you're torquing it so that it will actually kind of force it to catch, and then it's easier. It's far easier. Finish the top one. It's tightened. I think these are good, so yeah, these were good. 2 is done, right? Now 3 was the extruder. Alright, so for the extruder, see, I thought about it now. I don't realize if I'm actually talking too low or not. I felt like towards the end of the last review video I was talking a bit too low, so I'm trying to dial it up just a hair. Oh, my shirt got snagged on that. It's pretty universal kind of thing. Step 3. Yep, these 3 screws. Okay, done. Another interesting thing I learned too was that with the linear bearings, on axes like this, there's not 4, 2 per each side. There's typically only 2 or 3. Yeah, cool, right? I believe there was a reason for it. It's like across all of them, there's a reason for that. It's because the wear and tear is too great when it's 4. You don't have the ability to introduce a bit of slack so that you can avoid the wear and tear. Too big. Oh, here. Oh, you wonder why they have all these other things that they don't use. So the reason why they have all of these other different tools that you don't use during assembly is because down the line something will break or you'll want to upgrade something, and that's what these tools are for and where they come in handy. I have found myself needing to use all the various tools that I didn't use initially with the Ender. As I upgraded it, as I maintained it, as I made sure to fix whatever I destroyed with it, things all like that. This is always a little sketch for me. I don't like it because I just don't want to drop the extruder. That's just the whole like worst part of it. Okay, it's in. It's in, folks. The results are in. I'm going to go ahead, just like the last review, and get you all up to speed with this printing DaVinci and leveled out. But I'm not going to go through the steps of updating the firmware with you. And it seems like this, the SV06 Plus, they did address the cable on the bottom here. There is an actual solid piece, so that's good. Maybe I can get another one of the clamp covers things. Perhaps I'll print that. I'd imagine this is just a bigger print bed, so possibly I could use this same thing with that. Yeah, that's that noise. I keep hearing it slowly pop up. Build plate. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be printing one of those cable guides, those cable guide clips in here, because this is all the same material. Like, it should work the same. Something I found too was the first time working with the direct drive extruder, it didn't seem to work very well trying to load the filament. I'm not sure if that's a recurring problem or not. I was able to get it going the second time a few days later, and it was just fine. It's been fine. But like I said, I don't know if it's a long-term or recurring issue. So I just wanted to let you know. I'm curious to know. Oh, step 5's got to be the display. Okay. All right, we're done. Well, we're not done, but we're certainly far enough to where I don't need to refer to anything else. Spool, screen. Can't just look at wall parts and expect to find what you need. Where's the part? Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, yeah, here we go. All the different parts. Cool. So I like to have my little finished surface fold out that way. So that's what I'm doing. Here, I'm going to adjust the camera too. No, you say you refuse. I refuse. All right, I got it. Nice. Would have been spinning forever trying to figure that out, wouldn't I? There we go now. Easy peasy. That would be so awesome to be sponsored by a pizza company. Pizza on demand, although, how would it work? Probably be like a gift card for 52 pizzas, right? And then in exchange for that, I put you in the thumbnail, and I gotta mention an intro and a cutout, maybe an in between perhaps. But nah. I could also just cost out how much 52 pizzas would run. Like you Costco it, right? The Costco wrap, so $10 times 520 bucks. All right. For a year supply of pizza, that sounds pretty good. Actually. Although that sounds like a scam, I'm probably gonna get way more than just pizza if I do that every single week. Yeah, gummy worms too. Right. All right. Here we go. Yeah, this is cool. So you got little bearings in here maybe? I wonder, there's little screws. I wonder if, I'm gonna try that out. So if I twist this, what is it? Yeah, it rolls even softer. Okay, cool. That's what I want to know. So if I tighten this, or not, or yeah, it still rolls firm. Cool. That's cool to know. So you can tighten or loosen this screw up here, and that I think, and that seems to change the tension on this. So that's very nice. I think that's why they had to give you a wheel now. Let me broadcast the tension in for you. Yeah. It smells like Windex. It's weird. Well, I say weird, but what I mean weird, I mean it's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna have to be this way. Because that's, you know, how gravity works and everything. Can you see this part? Yeah, you can see this part. Alright, cool. Small. Yeah, money. I want to put this stuff away. Thank you for sending the tweezers. I really appreciate it. I don't know what I'm gonna use it for, but they'll come in handy one day. And when they do, I'll be ready. And I'll be happy to have all these extra little baggies, which I can use for who knows. Wait. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna use that for this. Yeah, sweet. Score. What is this? What is this? It looks like support material. There's the flag. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to say, look at this, right? This is from the 06, right? So this is pretty solid. If you ask me, like, this is excellent quality. This is incredible quality. So yeah, like, dial in. This dial in, and it didn't really take me hardly any time at all. Yeah, it didn't take me any time at all. Yeah. Ah, sorry. Yeah. This is the quality that you should expect to receive running the stock 0.4 nozzle with 0.2 layer height. See if I can even get it even. A little sword for the little figurine guy. It's cool, right? I think it's pretty cool. Alright. Come on, I'm gonna stop wasting all some time. It's important, right? So let's get going. 13. Okay. This is a good little detail of what you can expect to see from the bottom finish of the build plate. This is the textured side. Now I have to figure out, maybe do some research and see if I could buy the little soft sheet that you'll see kind of here. I'll show you. This right here, I would love to, again, is it even rendering? Or I'm too close, that's why. So there's like a thin plastic film that's on top of that, and I would love to get some of that thin plastic film to apply over so that I can have this sheet, because this makes glass smooth like bottoms. It's really great. It's really good. Like the glass doesn't even make it as smooth as this. The glass does a really good job though, but it's still not as smooth as that. So yeah, if you know what those sheets are called, let me know. I'll probably figure it out and link it in the affiliate links. So, and the thing too is, I'm not gonna affiliate link something I don't own. Anything that I'm showing in an affiliate link is because I've already tested it, I like it, I enjoy it, and I recommend it. Well, okay, maybe the exception might be I mean, one day I'd like to probably get a bamboo, so perhaps if that's an Amazon thing or an affiliate thing, I'll figure that out. Whatever. Although I think big people don't need affiliates. I don't think you can get an affiliate link for Nike shoes or Jordans, right? Because everybody buys them, so there's no value in trying to sell that. And so that's the trick, my boys and girls and furry friends. It's that they want you to sell their stuff. And so that's what's going on. Is that everything? Oh no, I think it was everything. Now it's just kind of connecting all the stuff. Run out sensor. Lots and lots of filament. Lots and lots of filament, Frankenmint. Yeah, I bought this. I didn't actually need it for the linear bearings, so whatever. The cylindrical linear bearings, I guess, is that what it's called? Is that perhaps conceivably what we call it? Accessories? Bed cable? You think it is the cable clamp? No, it's not the cable clamp. It's the cable support. Bingo. Oh, this is set to PTG. That was a problem. So the bed will be set to 56. And the nozzle, my value should be set to 220. 215, why not? Actually, no, this is the cheapy stuff. Let's go to 220. Yeah. Here's the thing that I've found, and I would love to have further advice. Please show me your ways on stages. So, if you have cheap, crummy filament, you're gonna want to run it hotter. That's because it will melt. You can have thinner layer lines conceivably because it's more melted. I like to print things really super thick because of the 0.6 nozzles. I find that it's super ideal. Like 0.32 is great. You can even do 0.4. It's great. I don't do that for really detailed parts. I think for the MP17s, I am dialing it down to 0.24, just so I can lift really good. Oh, okay, right. And these are just like the other screws. Okay, so, so what you need to do is you need to unscrew them a bit, and then you can tighten them down on the clamp itself. That is what you do. That doesn't look like it's working. Oh yeah, it's good. Just fine. Although that is way up there. That don't look right. Like that doesn't look right at all. Like it should be more centered. The last one was centered. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, and I just actually need to look at like my memory. You know, like that's very possible. I'm not even trying to be like rude to myself, I'm just being honest. So the trick with these was you unscrew them a bit. Now you seat them and remember to do this way. Yeah, now you can seat it and you can tighten it. That's the point. You gotta loosen it so you can tighten it. Otherwise, it just kind of sits over and does nothing. Well, that was supposed to be the idea. It looks like I may be mistaken here, and this doesn't work like I was intending. Yeah, this doesn't work like I was intending. So maybe guy was on something. Maybe like you need the little, maybe different screws or something. If I just let it sit in, it would like kind of wobble and be loosened in like that.
all seems safe, but whatever, right? You're entertained by my risk. Who wins the winner? Yeah, I didn't do anything. Oops. Alright. I want this to be as far away from there as possible. It's weird, like, here. Uh-oh, is that okay? Yeah. Like, it's like there's no tension on them. Yeah, there was never any tension on them. That's weird. Okay. Well, I don't have time to be messing around. And neither do you. Let's get this going. If you're like, what are you talking about? I know, it's because I've edited all the stuff, right? Okay. Make this work. I wonder if that was on purpose or not. There we go. This is the runout sensor. Oh boy. Spaceship here. What, keep it this way and it's just done? I don't think so, man. I think you got it. Oh, they're over here. Thanks for coming along with these guys. Should I print an airsoft holster out of a PETG? Like, part of me says no, that stuff's shatter prone, but then part of me's like, but it's not operating on the airsoft, it's probably fine. I mean, I don't sit on it, I don't think I'm gonna sit on it, so it's probably fine. So yeah, what are your thoughts? You're like, dude, I don't know. Nah, I feel it. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, this kind of has the same like little kind of rinky-dink feeling going on. So if I find a clip adapter or something, like kind of how, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Give me a moment. Yeah. All right, that's it, folks. I think that, oh no. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now that's it. Okay, we're done, folks. It's good to go. Plug her in. See her fly. Nothing. That's fine. Hey, plugged in. Yeah, you're spinning. Oh, I forgot. I actually got to connect the power supply to the unit, right? That would be helpful, wouldn't it? Okay, there we go. There we go. Ooh, look at this little screen here. Ah. Right? You're like, me first, I feel it. So yeah, that's what we got. Let's see what we want to try. This is actually very straightforward. Yeah. Okay, wow, let's look at some of these other differences here. So you see these are different than these. something. Are they really different though, or is it just that these seat up? No, yeah, see, I think they are legitimately different. Okay. Trusty lighting, we call upon thee, right? Ow, that was really hot, the bed plate, I forgot. Yeah, see, it seems like there's nothing in there. How are you going? You're going. You're going. Okay. Yeah. Auto home. Ouch. That's the thing. The flashlight, when you shine it into the reflective surface, it just hurts, man. How are y'all doing? Looking pretty good. I can look at this all day. This is just the receiver, airsoft receiver. Okay, yeah, look, see, we're actually starting to print into it. And this is doing the whole angle gang. I believe this one's going to be about 12 hours. And these are going to be, this says these are going to be a day, so I'm interested to see how that'll run. See, 1 day, 3 hours. Yeah, this is, you can't really see. I gotta get some LED lights. I would love to get some LED lights so that I could have a camera going with a little tower and I could just show the prints. All right, cool. All right. I really don't know what it's trying to tell me. Oh, I think they said you want it to be at a... Okay. Let's find a sheet of paper. Like a regular sheet of paper. Alright. So what are they telling me? Are they telling me to do this and then to what? Oh, okay, 2.4. It's pretty good. A little too great, so let's yeah, see. 240. $238. $237. Yeah, see, that's about what you want. So you want to feel like there's a ballpoint pen up there, right? And that you're rolling the roller on the ballpoint pen and writing. That's what it should feel like. That's ideal. So 2.37. Save. Right? Save? Yeah, save. Let's get this out of there. Yo, that was awesome. Like, that was awesome. Okay, saved. And now just, are we good? Are we good? I think I pressed save a few times and so now it's like, what do I do? Okay. Alright, select the file. The file is going to be in the stuff, right?
Yeah, dude, too cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Like, I have silicone grease, but you know, always love extras. Whoa, what's this? Or no, this is what I'm looking for. Okay, this is what we're looking for. All right. So yeah, the real fun, like this is all like the easy part. The real fun, the actual hard part's gonna be and it's not even really hard, but it's just gonna be getting this into my Prusa slicer. Right? That's really the challenge. All right. Oh wow, a lighthouse this time. I wonder if it's huge or not. Let's see. Let's just do the Vinci. 2.0.92. Okay, cool. That's really cool. So it's already got Marlin 2 on it, so I may not bother with that. Refuel. Okay. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, well, I'm gonna just get this set up, so. I know, I need a better mount system for this camera. Like, this kind of sucks. I thought it was pretty cool at first. It's cool for like handheld camera usage, but it's not very good for in general. Or maybe I should get a full freestanding or something. Or maybe I should stop getting things. That's probably the best idea. Just stop getting things. Work the way out. Or print something. Print something cool. Yeah, I needed to reprint a vertical phone now. That would be nice. Just for watching and for both for both watching and for. Nice. Whoa, that's cool. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just let this curl and remain. That's fine. I don't care. That's all good. Never had a filament run out sensor before. I'm gonna see if it's dope or not. Smells like it's pretty dope. Both on the same table. The question is, can I use the enclosure this close proximity to them? I would think the answer would be no. The answer would probably be no. I was like, it's taking forever, but it's not taking forever. It's just there's a bit of a delay. Man, if I had this, I would definitely be able to print those large experimental racks that I would have had way easier, because like this is even bigger than those, but this is just, yeah, I could print them onto Hummel with this. I feel like I could. Okay, deep. Yeah, there we go. We're good to go. We are launching. So yeah, that was really simple and easy to go. Easy going. Simply and easy going. Favorite two phrases. It's going simply and it's going easy. It's easy going. Select file. Why not? Let's do this lighthouse. I'll always be doing the Vinci. If you tell me something crazy like days, then I'm freaking turning you off and going back to the Vinci. What's this? Adjustments. Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. Oh, right, and see, like, on the fly there. I wonder if, no, that's a progress. That all means the same thing, doesn't it? What was I wanting to see? That's temp. Oh, the heating bed's taking a while. Yeah, I want to see what the estimated progress is going to be for completion. Yeah. And like as you saw, like I started this print job in real time, and this is what this is what to realistically expect. It's been once I've got it down, like it's been good. So wow, this was great. Like this was, I mean, if it prints it and it prints it well, like I'm stoked. Like that, yeah, like I am very, very pleased. Yeah, we have a little bit of drippage, but that's to be expected. I mean, it's at 200 already. Okay, so I kind of see a problem already. I'm not really sure how I would address it, but this right here is taking way too long to heat up this huge bed. It might be because it's a large bed, and that's possibly what the issue is here. But I wish it would, go faster, personally. Wish it would go much faster. This one did pretty well. Huh. Can we get the... There we go. Oh. I don't know if we're getting it well, but this I think says 300 watts. Oops, did I do anything? No, I didn't. Alright, cool. 3 minutes. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. So it says the max output is a 500 watt supply, but it's really 450, which is nice. Like the machine demands 450. All right, cool. So that's probably why they were saying an LS 450 might work fine with this. I will point that the grounding is different, so I'm hearing something. I don't know what it is, but let's figure it out. Okay, cool. So this is about ready. Okay, it's looking good. Oof. Look at all that stringing. I think that's just a trade-off from the direct drive. Like that's what you're gonna have to work with. But like I said, that'll be a cinch to get taken care of once the... Or it could, wait, it's doing bad, it's going pretty lousy here too. So perhaps it's an issue with the retraction. Or not retraction, the Z-hop is what's causing it. Let's find out. So here we go. This is Lighthouse print on this SV06 Plus. Okay. Is it too high? No, it looks right. Okay, yeah, no, that's good. It's alright. So that's what we're looking for. Whoa. Whoa. Holy moly, I was not expecting it to do all that quickly. Okay. Okay. So now I'm curious, like, what differences are in this firmware to make this, like, act like that? Because that was going quicker and smoother overall. Like, this bad boy did not come to play. Nah, this did not come to play. You know what it is? It's I'm not used to like seeing such a quick first layer like that. Perhaps it runs normal, and it's all dependent on how I sliced it. And maybe I can slice it to make it run like that consistently. I wonder if I should get filament sensors across the board. My understanding is that'll save prints, but then again, like I baby them a lot, like I babysit things, so I don't think personally it makes sense to get filament sensors if you're like me and you're constantly there. Well, maybe it does make sense. Like if it's just enough to save a print and you can recover a print, as opposed to it's ruined and it was 80%. Yeah, okay. 6 minutes. Oh, it's not giving me anything. But I mean, it's this thing right here. It's likely benchy speed. So I'm gonna give this maybe 2 hours. Yeah, I'm presuming maybe a couple hours. That's awesome. All right, well, I think we've seen what we needed to see here. So, on to my final thoughts. Well, I really truly feel like they hit this one out of the park. This SV06 Plus is freaking awesome. Like, all the issues that I had with the SV06, which was practically zero, you know, things that were slight quality of life improvements, I would say pretty much almost all of them seems like they have been addressed. This was great. Like, I'm not gonna do the little thing where I'm gonna try to do the bed leveling and all that right now because it seems leveled. It gave you the thing to kind of like, all right, this is like, let's work with it, let's do the paper test. Like you saw it with me, like that was the paper test. Lower until you were ready to go. That seems like that's fine. Like that's good to go. I don't need to go through the efforts and steps of trying to push more performance out of the printers right now because I've already hit a situation where I'm at capacity correctly. Like I have extra printers that are extra capacity available to where if something comes in and I need to print 1,000 items by the end of the week, I can conceivably get that going at that point. If I'm at the point to where I'm consistently behind and it might make sense to, you know, buy more printers, at that point then I should consider possibly alternatives of using Clipper firmware instead of Marlin, and at that point possibly bumping by like 50 to 70% faster. Don't try to get above 70 or 100% faster. The reason why is because you're going to run into a problem with quality. Your build quality is not going to, and I know, how are you an expert? You don't even have Clipper, you don't use it, Frankenmint. What are you talking about? Well, I've gone off of other people's experiences and the research that I found, and it does, I mean, it seems to align that, yeah, you're going to run into trouble because you're running it too quickly and you don't actually have the ability to have good layer adhesion because it's just, and so the resulting trade-off with that is it can work, but I believe you're supposed to run your prints way hotter than you normally would. And you gotta run your fans way, like, you know, on. But I mean, that's nothing, that's very simple. But again, like I said, final thoughts with the Prusa clone, the Sovol SV06 Plus. That build plate was freaking huge. I love that. And it has good range. I was shocked and surprised that it actually fit within that same, like, almost same footage area. It's a little bit bigger, but it's not too much bigger. Like that, it's fantastic. I appreciated the touchscreen and the fact that the Z offset and getting the bed leveling was pretty much brain dead effortless. It was very quick to just do the paper and it's dialed in. Maybe I could do the whole like auto bed leveling mesh or the universal bed leveling at a later point, but I'll worry about that if I need to dial that in. It seems that this is fine for the price that you're paying for this versus the stock Sovol. Get yourself the SV06 Plus, and if you have the space to swing it. I'm not sure what other upgrades to suggest. Oh, get a nicer power supply for sure. Just go ahead and get you a nicer power supply so that you have the peace of mind. You know, have a smoke alarm, like a fire detector, in your garage, preferably a couple, and have you know, a bomb, like a smoke bomb or something. Not a smoke bomb, but you know, an extinguisher bomb, like kind of rapid response sort of thing. That's vital. Thank you so much for joining me this evening.
I greatly appreciate your time. I'm Frankenmint. This is my channel. Please feel free to comment, like, or subscribe. Or drop a message if you'd like me to review or see something else. I'm also on Twitter as well, under Frankenmint, because that's me.
And I'm printing a Benchy.